Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Live Talks Football and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you can see, I am just came back from Bournemouth, and the reason why that is because I've been meeting my mum's friends because they haven't seen each other for the last 28 years. So that's why we traveled to Bournemouth to see them for the very first time. Because, yeah, when we got to the house, mum was just in tears, like giving, you know, two of her friends a cuddle. She misses them very, very much. They known each other. Like the last time they did this was 28, and she wasn't even married with my dad. So 28 years, that is a long time. So we decided to go today. And yeah, and they said that when we get there next, when we travel to Bournemouth again, they'll take us to the beach. So the only thing we did today was just to meet them, to talk to them, enjoying their food, listening to how they got married and all that stuff. So yeah, a trip to Bournemouth is really good. I mean, 2.5 hours from where I live. I mean, such a long journey, but we went and we came back. When we went to Bournemouth, there was no traffic. When we came back, there was traffic. So I thought to myself, am I going to be able to record this on time? Unfortunately, I did. So there we go. Now, the reason why I did this video is because I've watched the game while I came back while we drove down back to my place. And yeah, honestly, listen, I'm happy for the result, 1-1. But if you want me to be real, I'm more disappointed, yeah, that we should have won this game. We should have won this game. Now, there's two reasons why: the players and the manager. But if you want me to be real, I'm going to blame more on the players than the manager, because Poch, is the reason why we didn't win this game, why we drawn and we dropped points. But I'm going to blame more on the players than the manager, and you'll see why in a minute. But before we get things started, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you click the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you that have watched the last stream and subscribed and liked and click the share button. Thank you so much. So make sure you still subscribe, still hitting that bell notification, still liking this video, and making sure you click the share button so that you guys can keep your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Whether you're a Chelsea fan or City fan or rival fan, how do you feel about this game, particularly Liverpool and Arsenal fans? Because I know they'll be very, very disappointed to not see Chelsea getting a win against Manchester City. So we're going to start with the lineup. Now I looked at this lineup and I thought to myself, boy, like Sterling starting. I know he did. I know he wants to start against old club, but really, and Christopher Nkunku not starting. I thought to myself, boy, like what is going on? But yeah, we started with a 4-3-3. So in goal we had Petrovic, right back Malo Gusto, Ben Chilwell left back, the two centre backs of the Sarsi and Liwa Cole, because there's no Badishu and there's no Thiago Silva. He wasn't available for today's game. Do we have the midfield three or pivots, if you want to say, of Enzo and Caicedo? Then Palmer on the I think Palmer's playing on the right hand side. Sterling on the left, Jackson up top, and Conor Gallagher as a number 10. Now, let me tell you something, yeah. In the first half, I thought we looked absolutely fantastic. I mean, listen, City dominated us in the first half, but we were really good, especially defensively. And for me, my man of the match tonight have got to be Axel Disasi. Because yes, he's unfortunate that he scored a deflected goal, which what we did score, and I'll get to him in just a minute. But Axel Disasi for me was my man of the match. I mean, he put out a really solid performance, especially in the first half. The blocks, the interceptions, everything. Like he kept most of the players quiet, like Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, maybe De Bruyne, perhaps not maybe Hardy Haaland, but he put in a solid performance at the back. And but not only him, all of them at the back were really, really good. Ben Chilwell, absolutely fantastic, especially in the second half, making that block from Akanji. Liwa Colwell, blocks after blocks, interceptions, like he was really good. And Malo Gusto have kept Phil Foden in his pocket. Yeah, Phil Foden in his pocket because he did nothing in this game for Foden, absolutely nothing. So all of the back four that started in this game, especially in the first half, was superb. All of them, all of them. The midfield, Enzo and Caicedo, what can I say? They were fantastic. Of course, Caicedo was worse than Enzo, or maybe both of them weren't as great as each other. But listen, despite them, Enzo, not making a great pass and Caicedo keep making stupid fouls. At least he's not lucky enough to be sent off because that would be a shame. Listen, them two in the first half were really good, and no player has had ball recoveries than Caicedo. He did it 6 times in the first half. So that's why I feel like Caicedo needs to stop making silly fouls every time, And I think Enzo Fernandez needs to do so much better with his passing because today he wasn't that great. And even in the second half where he blocked Nicholas Jackson's shot because Jackson had a better angle than Enzo, I don't think these two were great but bad at the same time. So I'll give them like a 6 or 6.5 because I think they need to improve. But in the first half, they're really good. Conor Gallagher, I mean, did all right, but wasn't really in it in this game. But I thought he did all right in this game. So to me, the defense and the midfield today was really good. But our attacking, yeah, our attacking is the main reason. Yeah. I mean, Pochettino at the same time, but I'll get to him in a minute. But our attack is the main reason why we didn't win today's game. And I'll tell you why. In the first half, we had chances in this game. And I think I read a stat here that says Chelsea had 3 attempts and 3 shots on target. And guess what? That should have been the scoreline at half time. Or maybe 2-0 if you want me to be honest with you. Because I'll get to Sterling's goal. But before that, Nicholas Jackson. Like, when I saw him playing up top, I just thought to myself, why, man? Like, Jackson is so much better as a left wing. Because yes, he cannot score goals, but at least his link-up play will be much better. If you play him as a striker, you will win his confidence and you'll see you'll mix big chances. And that's when and tonight proved it. Because to me, I don't know how he missed that. I really don't know. And it all came from Malo Gusto. And that's why I said to you guys that Malo Gusto, you was really good for the right hand side, kept Phil Foden in his pocket, and he should have at least got a couple of assists in this game, but he didn't. And that's why I feel sorry for Malo Gusto. I really do. Because Nicholas Jackson, I don't know how the hell he missed that shot. Yeah, he was onside as well. He should have taken the shot for the first time. He had so many options. Take it for the first time, try and chip it over Edison, or go around Edison, then try and shoot. But he didn't. He decided to allow to take the first shot and then ball straight to Edison. Like to me, like that should have been 1-0 Chelsea. And I would have been celebrating like crazy if that would have went in. But Jackson, man, I don't know how he missed that. He should have scored that. That should have been 1-0. And that was on target though, but it went straight to Edison. So I was absolutely fuming. And that's what I'm telling you guys, yeah. Like, if we don't sell a striker from in the summer transfer window, then we are done. I don't see us improving the table next season, and I don't see us improving our goal scoring as well. You know, so we need a really, really elite striker because Jackson ain't it. He really ain't it, and that's why to me, Nkunku should have started. Because if Nkunku would have started and had that chance, I believe yeah, that would be 1-0. I believe he would have gone in. I could be wrong, but he would have done but Nkunku would have done a much better job with that chance than Nicholas Jackson. I can tell you that 100%. But the fact that Nkunku didn't start just tells you everything. So that's where I think for me, Poch, listen, he outclassed Pep for the first half and maybe some parts in the second half. But I thought that the lineup and his substitutions didn't work. That's why he didn't win this game. But like I said, I'm going to blame more of the players than the manager because the players really let me down. Like I said, it's Petrovic, he's exempt. The defense, they're exempt. The midfielders, maybe. But our forwards, they are not exempt. Yeah, they let me down today. Sterling, yes, he scored a goal against Manchester City, and that was but before that, he should have done what he should have done when with that attempt, when he scored that goal. Because he could have done it, yeah. But instead, he took so long. Yes, he could have been offside, but he should have went past Edison, then put it above the net. But once again, his attempt we're straight at Edison. Like, listen, we got a cup final next Sunday. And if we want to win this competition, I want to see the same performance, but not only that, I want to see a much better play in the final third. Because today, the reason why we didn't win is because in the final third, we were absolutely horrendous. Yeah, absolutely horrendous. So yeah, so Sterling should have done better, but he did score the goal against Manchester City another time. Because he did the same thing at Stamford Bridge. And Nicholas Jackson, good link-up play forward to Sterling. Guess what he did? He went past the players, went past Edison, took a shot, boom, in above the net. And that's what he should have done before. And maybe Nicholas Jackson should have done that as well. Because we could have been 2-0 up, yeah, at half time. And that'll just put more pressure on Manchester City. And that'll make me a happy person. But we were 1-0 up instead of 2-0 up at half time. So that was really disappointing. So yeah, but like I said, the first half we were so good. Defensively we were good. The midfield, were a bit shaky, but they did some really good interceptions, both of them. Conor Gallagher, I haven't seen much of in the first half and all that stuff, but it was our attacking yeah that really pissed me off in the first half. Really pissed me off. And I'll give you guys why in just a minute. But yeah, moving on to the second half, I mean, Man City looked a bit better, but we still created chances. Yeah, we still created chances. Now, I'm not sure if I can remember all of them, but the one I can remember is the Enzo one. Yeah, I think for me, Enzo, yeah, should have allowed Nicholas Jackson, yeah, to take that shot because Jackson was in a much better angle than Enzo. So I don't get why Enzo had to block Nicholas Jackson's shot at all. That's why to me, Enzo for me in the second half wasn't particularly that great, and also for Caicedo, if you know what I mean. So I feel like Enzo should be doing much better and just allowing Nicholas Jackson to have a shot instead of blocking it. So there we go. What else? I think, oh yes, I remember Chelsea on the counter attack. Malo Gusto had all the feeds on the right hand side, passed the ball. Guess what happened? Yes, Nicholas Jackson was offside, but Raheem Sterling once again. How the hell did you miss that? Yeah, how? The same thing in the first half. Like Sterling, man. I mean, if he could have scored a hat trick against Manchester City, and that would be absolutely fantastic. I know enjoyed that. But to me, I feel like if Sterling just keeps this inconsistent performance, yes, he scored a goal, but if he does this in a but if he doesn't be clinical in the final third, I think we need to sell him. I think we need to sell him and bring someone that can just be so much better. Like, listen, if Mbappe comes to Chelsea, I would be all for the moon because Kylian Mbappe will do so much better than Sterling. So much better. So much better is because he plays as a left winger, Kylian Mbappe. He would do so much better job in that position than Sterling. And if Kylian Mbappe would have gone to Chelsea, we could have won this game 100% if Kylian Mbappe came to Chelsea. But I don't think it's going to happen. But just imagine if we did, we would have won this game and I would have been like disappointed and gutted that we dropped points. But we have to blame ourselves. And I keep on saying this: once you don't take your chances, they will punish you, and that's what Manchester City did. That's what they did when he scored an equalizer. But before that, I'm gonna get on to Poch now because, like I said, it's the players I'm gonna blame more than the manager. But the reason why Poch he needs to be ashamed of himself is because when he took off, I believe it was Palmer or is it Nkunku? No, Nkunku came on. No, it was Palmer actually. When Palmer came off and Trevor Chalobah came on, went from back four to back five, a 5-3-2. Guess what happened? City were much better than us. Yeah. And we were lucky, yeah, that we conceded one because it could have been more than that. Because Erling Haaland missed a sitter twice. Rodri missed. Who else missed? Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. They all missed. So that's why we're lucky enough that when we conceded one, because it could have been more than that. Because the reason why Man City played better because Fitch to back five. And I think for me, that was the one decision point. You should have stick to a back four, yeah. And maybe if Chelsea would have scored another goal, like say like 2-0, like say in the 80th minute, then you can switch to a back five, and that would make Chelsea winners. But the fact that he did this at 1-0, he still hasn't learned. He still hasn't learned. So that's why I think for me, Pochettino needs to be careful. Yeah. If you want to really win this game, if Chelsea were 2-0, 3-0 up, before the 70th minute, then you can switch to a back five. That will, and then we can say to ourselves, you know what, Poch did a Poch going to a back five, 3-0 up, I'll take that. But when he did this at 1-0, yeah, in the 70th minute, I just knew the goal would come in and I just knew we were going to get punished, yeah. So that's why to me, I'm going to blame more the players than the manager because both of them are the reason why we didn't win today. We didn't win today. But listen, I'm not angry. I'm just gutted, but I'll take a point. But we still haven't beat Manchester City though, so it's a draw. Um, at Stamford Bridge and at the Etihad tonight. So I'll take that. But listen, in the final, especially in the final third against Liverpool, we need to do better. And I really hope, yeah, that Nkunku starts up top and Jackson plays on the left. That is it. Because Sterling, even though he scored the goal, he still wasn't that great tonight. He still wasn't that great. And Jackson, if you want to get the best out of him, put him as a left winger. Because Lincoln play can be good when you put him there. But if you put him as a striker, you're gonna make it worse. You're gonna make it worse. But listen, it's the players and the managers is Poch are the reason why we didn't win today. But I'm gonna blame more on the players than the manager. Simple as that. You may disagree with me, but I watched the game, and like I said, if we were 3-0, if we could have won this game, yeah, if Jackson would have scored that chance, yeah, we could have been 2-0 up at half time. And if Sterling would have scored in the second half, that could have been 3-0. And I would be saying to myself, you know what? I cannot believe this, but it looks like we're going to beat Manchester City for the first time since the Champions League, but we didn't. We didn't. So we're still looking to beat Manchester City like we did 3 years ago. So the wait goes on, but it's a point. So at least we didn't lose. At least we didn't get battered like I thought we would. So fair play. I want to see this performance against Liverpool. And I want to see the players, the likes of Cole Palmer, Jackson, Nkuku Stars, and Conor Gallagher to take their chances and be more clinical. Because tonight we weren't, and City punished us. That's what we did. That's why we dropped points. Yeah, because we were this close to beating Man City for the first time since the Champions League final, and at the Etihad as well, and in the Premier League. But we didn't. We really didn't. So yeah. But listen, I'll take a point. We move on into Liverpool in the cup final, and let's see what happens then. But yeah, like I said to you guys, sorry I didn't do the live watching all know that stuff because I went to Bournemouth, but I did watch the game, and that's why I'm doing this video for you guys to give you my thoughts and opinions on a 1-1 draw between Manchester City and Chelsea tonight. So there we go. All right, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you do, let me know in the comments down below. Get active and I'll apply to them as soon as I can. Don't forget if you're new, go to the subscribe button below, hit the bell notification so that I never miss any of my YouTube content. Make sure you smash a like and click the share button so that everyone is welcome in the chat to give their thoughts and opinions whether you're a Chelsea fan or Manchester City fan, because I know they'll be complaining to the referee, but I feel like the referee was absolutely horrible because Bernardo Silva was complaining like Man City were lucky not to have 4 or 5 players getting booked. Because if you complain to because they should know the rules. You complain to the referee, you're gonna get booked. So I feel like Man City were lucky, yeah, not to get one player sent off and another player's getting booked. So I don't think the referee wasn't that great today. But listen, I'm not gonna blame the ref. I just don't think he wasn't that great tonight, if you know what I mean. So there we go. Of course, the Man City fans will complain about the handball, but to me, that was not a handball because Rodri made that happen, or is it Bernardo Silva? I'm not sure who. He allowed Enzo Fernandez to allow the ball to hit him on his arm. So to me, that was not a penalty, no handball. The VAR and the referee got it right. Simple as that. So Man City fans, if you want to complain all you want, but when you look at it back, you'll see that it's not a penalty and that is not a handball. Simple as that. But yeah, guys, but that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. As always, big up your damn self. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll catch you guys again soon. Peace. And we move on into the final. Come on, you Blues.